Hello friends, our next question. So in partnership, insolvency of a partner in that fixed capital method, insolvency of a partner problem with a fixed capital method. So the partnership of A, B and C sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 4 is to 3 is to 2 is dissolved on C becoming bankrupt. Here C became insolvent on 31st December 2005. The balance sheet stood as follows. The balance sheet is he has given here. So sundry creditors, A's loan account, capital account, A and B, reserve fund, profit and loss account, cash, debtors, all this he has given. So assets realized, data 25% less, furniture 10% less, machinery 15% less, stock is taken over by A at an agreed value of 4,000, expense of realization amounting to rupees 100, the liabilities were paid off, a sum of 430 is received from C's estate in full settlement of his debt to the firm. Partners were paid off. Write the necessary ledger account to close the books of firm. Capitals of partner may be considered as fixed. Here we have to assume that the capitals are fixed. So we have to open two accounts. That is not in capital account. We have to open two accounts. That is capital account and partners current account. Two accounts we have to open. And the common accounts are realization account, cash account. This account we have to open, and one more account, loan account also we have to open. So now I am showing so one by one detail. So first I am opening all these accounts. So first I am opening four accounts: realization account, current account, capital account and a cash account, and one more account, loan account I have to open. So these five accounts I have to open to solve this sum. So these five accounts I require to solve this problem. 1 second. Yeah. So these five accounts I require to solve this problem. So now first transfer all the assets. Transfer all the assets to realization account debit side. We have to transfer all the assets to realization account debit side. So first transfer all the assets. So I am transferring all the assets to realization account debit side. First, two debtors, 6,000, to stock 5,000, to furniture it is 4,000, to machinery it is 10,000. So in debit side we can see capital account of C also. So in C's in capital account, so I'm writing here debit side, asset side means it is debit side, to balance brought down it is 700 and sorry C it's 770. So now next, so and asset side one more thing is there, that is cash account. How much cash account? It is 2,000 is the cash account balance. So to balance brought down, so to balance brought down it is 2,000. So now asset side everything completed. Now we have to see liability side. So liability side, sundry creditors, AS loan. First I will transfer this to sundry creditors to realization account credit side, AS loan account to is loan account. So now by sundry creditors the amount is 5,000, so loan account, so by balance brought down, so loan account by balance brought down it is 3,900. So again capital account, so in capital account, so how much balance for A? So by balance brought down, A it is 10,000, B 5,000. So again there is a reserve by reserve fund. So how much reserve? So total reserve amount is 3,600 is the reserve amount. 3,600 is the reserve amount. So in that, so what is the ratio they have to distribute? So he has given 4:3:2 in the question, you can see. So 4:3:2, you can see 4:3:2 is the ratio. 4:3:2 ratio. In that ratio we have to distribute the reserves. So this will be, so by reserves, so reserve and all these things comes under current account. So I already told they are maintaining fixed capital method. Under fixed capital method only opening balance, additional capital and drawings, only these things comes under capital. Other all things comes under current account only. So in current account, so by reserve fund, so by reserve fund, so 4:3:2 ratio. So it will be, for A it is 1600, so 1600, 1200, 800, so 3600. So we have to distribute in the 3600 we have to distribute in the ratio of 4:3:2. It will be 1600, it will be 1600, 1200 and 800. It is the ratio. So now next is by profit and loss account, by P&L account. So profit and loss account we have to distribute in, again it is also in the 4:3:2 ratio we have to distribute. So its amount will be, so total amount is 270. So 270 distribute in 4:3:2. So it will be 120, 90, 60. So 120, 90, 60. This is the ratio. So next, after profit and loss, so now and one more thing, loan account also. So all the steps completed. So assets we transfer to realized account debit side, liabilities we transfer to realized account credit side, and sum to loan account and sum to current account. So now assets realized. So debtors realized 25% less. So actual debtors value is 6,000. From that 6,000, 25% less we realized. So how much amount we realized means 6,000 minus 25%. So it will be, yeah, it will be how much? It will be 4,500. So debtors 4,500. Furniture how much less? Furniture 10% less means 4,000 minus 400. It will be 3,600. Machinery by 15% less, 10,000 minus 1,500. It will be 8,500. So total, so 4,500 plus 3,600 plus 8,500. So total amount realized is, so it will be 16,000. Yeah, 1 second, 16,600. It will be 16,600. So I'm writing here by cash. So what are the assets realized by cash? So stock, furniture, the other thing is stock, furniture and machinery. So stock realized 25%. So debtors realized 25% less. Sorry, debtors, yeah, sorry, debtors, stock, so debtors, stock, not stock, debtors, furniture, machinery, sorry, debtors, furniture and machinery. Debtors realized 4,500, furniture realized 3,600 and machinery it is 8,500. Total amount is 16,600. Again in cash account, so to realization it is 16,600 is the amount in realization account. So next thing is, so there is one more asset, we left with one more asset, that is stock. So who took stock? Stock is taken over by A at a price of 4,000. So stock is taken over by A at a price of 4,000. So now by A's current account. So why? Because all the transaction will be done through current account only. So he has taken stock. So it is 4,000 again in A's current account. So to realization it is 4,000. So after that, now we have done with all the assets. Now come to liabilities, only two liabilities, sundry creditors and A's loan account. So regarding sundry creditors, he has given any point, we will see. So regarding creditors, did he given any point? So the liabilities were paid off. He given one point that all the liabilities were paid off. That is creditors and loan account completely we paid. So now for creditors, we'll write here to cash or bank. So we paid cash or bank, that is creditors amount, that is creditors. So how much amount we have to pay? So 5,000 we have to pay. So 5,000 paid. So again in cash by realization, that is 5,000, and they incurred realization expenses to cash realization expenses. How much amount realization expenses? So it is 100 rupees is the realization expenses. So by realization, so it is 100 rupees is the realization amount. So after that, so next we have to close. Now all the liability settled, and one more liability we have to close, that is loan account. So now we paid loan completely. So to cash it is 3900. So loan account get closed 3900. So we paid cash, means in cash account credit side by, actually here we have to write not loan, A's loan, it is A's loan. So by A's loan account, by A's loan account it is 3900. By A's loan account it is 3900 is the amount. So now we have to close realization account, we have to close. So we will see how to close. So whether we got profit or loss, we will see. So 6 plus 5, 11, 4, 15, 25, 30, 30,000, 100. So debit side is more. So minus 5,000, minus 16,600, minus 4,000, minus 4,000. So it is a loss of 4,500 by loss. So transfer to current accounts. A's current account, B's current account, and C's current account. So how much total loss is 4,500. So 4:3:2 means it is 2,000, 1,500 and 1,000. So total 4,500. So again current account loss. So to realization in bracket loss. So 2,000, 1,500, and this is 1,000. 2,000, 1,500, and that last one is, it is 1,000. So now we will see the next step. So next step is very listen carefully. The next step is so we have to close current account of, we have to close the current account of insolvent partner. Only insolvent partner current account we have to close, and we have to transfer this balance to the capital account. So first I am closing, we will see. So 1,000 minus 860, 1,000 minus 860, it is 140. So 1,000 credit, debit side 1,000 and credit side 860. So difference amount is 1,000, sorry, 140. 1,000, 1,000. So now by capital account, we are transferring to capital account. How much? 140. So capital account credit, here credit means capital account debit. So now to current account, how much? 140. So sorry, and one more thing I forgot to tell here. So in case of insolvency, realization loss, the solvent partners has to bring the cash. I forgot to tell that point. Here 2,000, 1,500, 1,000 is the realization loss. This loss only solvent partners has to bring the cash. Here A and B are the solvent partners, they have to bring this amount in the form of cash. So when they brought the cash, what is the entry? Cash account will be debited and their capital account will be credited. Why? Because whenever they are bringing the additional capital, I told, so which account to be credited? That capital account should be credited. Capital account should be credited. So generally capital account should be credited, but here credit capital account should be credited. But in case of insolvency, they are bringing the realization not, they are not bringing the additional capital, they are bringing the realization capital, realization loss. So whenever they are bringing the realization loss, they have to write in current account, not capital account, right? So generally if a partner brings the amount additional capital, they will write in capital account only. But here they are bringing the realization loss, not the additional capital. So realization loss, so we have to write in current account only. So see here, 2 is current account, 2 B is current account. So how much it is? 2000 and 1500. So C will not bring, the reason is C will not bring, the reason is C became insolvent. So again the same amount we will write in so current account. So by cash 2000 and here it is 1500, 2000 and here it is 1500, 2000 and here it is 1500. Now so after that next step is so close the solvent partners current account. So 1000 minus 860, it is 140, and 140 I brought here. So now close the capital account of insolvent partner. So how much it is? 0 1, it is 910 rupees. So 910 rupees is the amount. So 910 rupees is the amount. So this is the total deficiency amount of C. So but out of this 910, already in the question he given that even though C became insolvent, we are able to collect 430 rupees. Even though C became insolvent, we are able to collect 430 rupees. 430 rupees we can collect from C. So now see here I am collecting the money. So now to C's capital account. Why? Because here current account already closed. To C's capital account, how much? 430 rupees. So now by cash. So how much amount? 430 rupees. Amount is 430 rupees. So now we have to calculate the actual deficiency. So how much actual deficiency? So 910 minus 430, it is 480 is the deficiency. So this deficiency who has to bear? This deficiency has to be bear by the solvent partners in their fixed capital, this ratio, fixed capital ratio. So directly it is 2:1 ratio they have to distribute. So where we will write this amount? By current account we have to transfer the difference by current account, this 480. So by current account we will see direct, I will write separately by A's current account by B's current account, by A's current account and by B's current account. So by A's current account and by B's current account. So how much total? 480 is the deficiency. This deficiency has to be bear by A and B in the ratio of 2:1. So how much it will be means? So the ratio, this is 2:1. Why? Because capital ratio 2:1. So it will be 320 and 320 and it is 160. 320 and 160. So 320 160. So again in current account, so to capital account, that is to C's capital account, 320 160, that is a deficiency amount, that is deficiency amount 320 and 160. So now after this we have to close the current account of, after this we have to close the current account of A and B, we have to close. So after closing, how much I got means, so for B it is, for B credit balance is more, for A debit balance is more. For A debit balance is more, 6320 minus all this I got by capital account. So it is 2600. It is 2600. And for B credit balance is more. For B credit balance is more, it is 2790 minus the amount minus this amount. So how much B got is 1130 to capital account. So this is a balancing figure of A and B. So here credit means debit side to current account, sorry, not capital account, it is to current account, to current account. So amount is 2600, and here by here A's current account, and here by B's current account, by A's current account and by B's current account. So how much for B? It is 1130. So now we have to close, A and B. Now we have to close A and B capital account. So it is little bit clumsy, but try to understand. So now I have to close the capital account of A and B. So if I close the capital account of A and B, so how much amount I got is, so both are having credit balance only. This is 10,000, sorry, B 1130. This is 10,000 and this is 6130. So minus, so I got two cash. A is 7. So A is 7400 and B is 6130. So again here cash account by A's capital account by B's capital account. It is 7400 6130. That's it. So we have to close the cash account. So 2000, 16,600, 2000, 1500, 430. It is 25,000. So 22,530. So here it is 100, 5,000, 3,900, 7,613. It is 20 again 22,530. So this is problem number 12. This is problem number 12. Sorry, problem number 11, not 12. It is problem number 11. Right. So the problem, it is little bit clumsy, but try to understand. Right. Thank you.